Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you like my video, and if you don't, I'm very sorry. So, the PlayStation 5 is out, and I don't know about you, but I'm very excited. No, I don't have one yet. Even though the Target app asked me back in June if I wanted a heads up before pre-orders went live, and I said yes, I only learned that pre-orders were active after they sold out. I'm not bitter. I've been playing PlayStation for as long as I can remember. The games on those consoles are very important to me, and I have a lot of affection for them. And I've been fortunate enough to have owned every PlayStation console. Well, except for the PlayStation 5. I'm not bitter. So I thought this would be a great time to celebrate the PlayStation line and assuage my bitterness, of which I have none, by ranking all of the PlayStation consoles as objectively as possible. This is all PlayStations ranked by age. Number 5. The PlayStation. What better way to kick off this list than with what started it all, the original PlayStation, or PS1. The PS1 was originally meant to be a joint venture with Nintendo before eventually being launched as its own console, with a Japanese release date of December 3rd, 1994. This makes it unquestionably the oldest PlayStation console to date. To put the age of the PS1 into perspective, if a human child were born when it came out and they were still alive today, they'd be 25 years old, which is old enough to do most things legally. Number 4. PlayStation 2. First launching in Japan on March 4th, 2000, the PlayStation 2 was an instant success. Despite it being one of the oldest consoles on this list, coming in at over 20 years old, it remains the best-selling video game console of all time. Just goes to show that age is just a number, and newer doesn't always mean better. I guess in 2000 everyone was just really into game systems that would be 20 years old in 2020. What was your favorite PlayStation 2 game? Leave a comment. Mine was Ultimate Board Game Collection. Number 3. PlayStation 3. There's no better choice for the third oldest PlayStation than the third PlayStation console, PlayStation 3. Originally launching in Japan on November 11th, 2006, the PlayStation 3 just barely ekes in at 14 years old. After the incredible success of the older PlayStation 2 6 years prior, there were high expectations for Sony's next console. However, it had a bit of a rocky start, between its high launch price of $600, lack of rumble in the original 6-axis controller, and decision to use a baby in its marketing. It did eventually turn things around later in its lifetime, but regardless of what you think of it, there's no denying that the PlayStation 3 is unmistakably the third oldest PlayStation console. Number 2. PlayStation 4. This might be a controversial pick, but I don't think there's any way around it. The number 2 spot has to go to PlayStation 4. Allow me to explain my decision. The PlayStation 4 was launched in North America on November 15th, 2013, which, when compared to the other consoles we've talked about, does in fact make it the youngest console on this list thus far. It's so new that if a human child were born when it came out and they were still alive today, they'd still only be 6 years old, which isn't old enough to do anything legally. Regardless, the PlayStation 4 is the second best-selling PlayStation console, which has absolutely no bearing on its age. Now, before I reveal the number 1 PlayStation ranked by age, let's take a moment to recap the list so far. Number 5 at 25 years old, the original Sony PlayStation. Number 4 at 20 years old, the PlayStation 2. Number 3 at just barely 14 years old, it's PlayStation 3. And number 2 at only 6 years old, PlayStation 4. And the top PlayStation ranked by age is number 1, PlayStation 5. Blowing every other PlayStation console out of the water by a long shot, the newest PlayStation console by far is PlayStation 5. Seriously, it's not even close. The PlayStation 5 is not even a day old, launching for the first time today, November 12th, 2020. Regardless, it does to this day remain the lowest selling PlayStation console, selling several million units less than the second lowest selling PlayStation 3. This could be owed to having one of the smallest game libraries of any PlayStation, but the fact remains that the PlayStation 5 is, today, the number 1 youngest PlayStation of all time. Congratulations, PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching. I tried to be as unbiased with this list as possible. You may have noticed that I didn't include any of the PlayStation handhelds. If you enjoyed this video, thank you. Please like and subscribe. I'll be making another PlayStation ranking video when the PlayStation 6 launches, and you won't want to miss that one. But there will be other videos coming out in the meantime. If you leave a comment, please be nice to me. If you're mean, it'll make me feel sad. Okay, bye.